Have you ever noticed how some women seem to switch personalities overnight? Yesterday, she was laughing at your bad jokes, calling you baby, sending you hearts in every good morning text. Today, one-word replies, dry, cold, almost like you, don't exist. And the worst part? You have no idea what you did wrong. Hold up. If this kind of honest talk gets you thinking, hit that subscribe button now. This channel is about human behavior, psychology, Jung, life. No sugarcoating, just truth. All right? Back to it. That moment when she starts to pull away. It hits different, and you start asking yourself, did she ever really love me? Am I the problem, or is there something deeper happening here, something nobody ever taught you to see? Here's the truth. You were sold a version of love that doesn't exist. Now wait, I'm not saying love isn't real. I believe it is, but not the way we were taught as kids. See, growing up, you were told women are emotional angels, that their love is pure, endless, motherly, that if you're honest, loyal, open up your heart and cry in her arms, she'll hold you forever. Sounds beautiful, right? Only, no one warned you about the other side, the part no one talks about, the part that Carl Jung called the shadow. The shadow is the hidden part of the psyche. It's built from fear, desire, instinct, survival. And here's what most men don't realize. Women have one too. And sometimes, when she pulls away from you, it's not because you did anything wrong, it's because you did everything right, of course at the wrong time. Let me paint you a picture, one you might know well. You meet someone, it's fresh, it's light, she laughs at your jokes, she stares into your eyes like you're the only man alive, you feel seen. For the first time in a long time, you let the armor down. Then life hits, job problems, family stress. You lose your sense of purpose, maybe someone close to you dies and you crumble a bit. So you open up, you let her in, you tell her you need her, and suddenly, she's different. The sweet, gentle woman becomes distant. Her texts get shorter. She pulls away. Maybe she even says, I need space, or worse, you're not the man I fell in love with. Now pause. This is where it stings, but this is where it starts to make sense. The problem wasn't your emotions. The problem was thinking she would react like your mom did when you cried at 5 years old. That's not manipulation. That's not cruelty. That's instinct. Let's go back to Jung again. He said the shadow acts without us even realizing it. So yes, she might love you, but when her instinct senses that you're not holding it together, something inside her, something ancient, and starts to shift. Not because she wants to, not because she planned it, but because just like you're drawn to beauty without thinking, she responds to your strength, or lack of it, without knowing why. And yeah, it sounds brutal. But what if it's not cruelty? It's biology. For most of human history, women couldn't survive alone. They couldn't fight wars, they couldn't hunt. They had no property, no power. So how did they survive? They became masters of reading people, especially men. They had to feel weakness, power and motive. Without a word spoken, their survival depended on it. And over thousands of years, that instinct became automatic. So when you break down in front of her, she might still love you. But something subconscious starts whispering, can this man still protect me? Can he handle my chaos? If her instincts say no, the emotional connection starts to shut down, not because she doesn't care, but because her survival system is older than her feelings. Jung saw this play out over and over in therapy rooms, women crying for men they claimed to love, while slowly pulling away from them, and he realized something powerful. The most dangerous kind of manipulation is the one we don't even know we're doing. She doesn't plan to test you. She doesn't plan to pull back. She doesn't plan to stop respecting you when you fall apart. But it still happens, because her instincts speak louder than her logic. So next time you feel confused, when her words say one thing but her actions say another, don't just ask what she's doing, ask who is acting in that moment, her conscious self or her shadow. Because that question changes everything. When you see the shadow, you stop being confused. You stop being weak. You stop being manipulated by things no one else even sees. So why does she pull away when you show weakness? Ever wonder why the woman who once loved you deeply suddenly went cold when you showed her pain? For a moment she was sweet, supportive, always there. You opened up. You cried. You admitted you were struggling. And then everything changed. She backed off. Texts slowed. Her vibe shifted. And you're sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong? I thought being honest would bring us closer. But here's what Jung figured out. A woman's attraction is tied to your emotional strength. When you're calm, focused, in control, her instincts feel safe. She respects you. She wants you. But when you fall apart emotionally in front of her, her subconscious reads that as, this man can't handle pressure. He can't protect me. She might still say she loves you, but something inside her starts to turn off. Not out of hate, out of instinct, out of survival. That's why, instead of support, you get silence. Instead of comfort, you feel distance. And that's why so many men feel punished for being vulnerable. Because they expected love to be unconditional. But nature doesn't work that way. Now that doesn't mean you should never feel, doesn't mean you need to be cold or fake. It means if you want her respect, you need to be emotionally grounded. You need to be steady when things get shaky. Because in her world, love follows strength, not sadness. And once you understand that, you stop chasing comfort where it's not wired to show up. Instead, you start building yourself. That's where the real power starts. And it's not about being some alpha caricature. It's about becoming a man who knows himself so well that no storm, not even hers, can shake him. Because women don't fear bad men. They fear men who are unstable, but they respect men who've made peace with their own darkness. Jung called them whole men, not perfect, not flawless, whole. And when you become whole, no woman can break you, no emotion can blind you, no test can make you fall, because you're no longer just a nice guy trying to earn love. You're a man who commands it, through presence, through integrity, through stillness. So let me ask you something. Are you ready to stop begging for love like a boy and start commanding respect like a man? Or are you still waiting for the world to treat you like a prince, not realizing even princes had to slay dragons before they earned the crown? Think about it and tell me in the comments, what moment made you realize that her love had an invisible condition no one ever warned you about? Because your story might help another man wake up, and maybe, just maybe, that's where your real power begins.